Welcome to the Tales from the Crypt podcast. We are an actual play podcast featuring a revolving cast of players making our way through micro RPGs, highly narrative tabletop games, and the more popular and less known RPG systems from a wide variety of genres. Content may not be suitable for children, and content warnings can be found in the description. I'm Riley Groves, and I'll be your host, your guide, your GM on this episode of Tales from the Crypt. Previously on Tales from the Crypt. Jesse Jane. As you toss and turn uneasily through the night, Bill's last words haunt every dream that you have. Many you don't remember, except for one. As you stand in the darkness of the desert night, several vultures circling far off guide you to a large basin, nestled in the quiet desert. At first it seems the vultures were circling your childhood homestead, a place you said you'd never return to. But as you get closer, the vultures narrow their circle over a single tree. As you move closer and run your hands down the tree's smooth, glowing bark, you hear the cries of the vultures replace Bill's echoing words. When you look up, the sky is now replaced with hundreds of vultures circling the moonlit basin. You follow their paths as they begin to dive down, several at a time, landing on the desert floor, pecking as the ground begins to bubble up, and decaying hands and heads burst from the sand. The birds continue to peck at their prey, tearing pieces of flesh from the rising corpses. You move closer and closer to the table. Sitting on top of the table is a heavy piece of metal.
I think this is it.
Absolutely, grab it.
I'll take it and get the hell out of here.
Welcome back to Tales from the Crypt. I am Riley, your Crypt Keeper, and at the table I have, once again, John.
Well, hello.
Mikey.
Hi.
And Rebecca.
Howdy.
And we're going to continue playing our We Deal in Dice arc based on the system We Deal in Lead. But before we get into the episode, which I'm very excited about, let's answer a question from our pod deck interview deck. Our question for tonight is, what are you currently curious about? I'll go first this time. I am currently curious about being able to appreciate wine better.
More than just
Yeah.
crushing wine.
Yes, more than just like popping open the 1 gallon of Chablis down in it. Or
Franzia box wine.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Good wine has a nice smooth spigot on the side of the box.
See, I just want to be able to have a better conversation about it because I was at a work function recently and we were all at dinner and my boss is a pretty big foodie and so are the rest of us on the team, and so we're talking and like he's passing the wine list around so that we can pick out different bottles, and he deliberately skipped me. And I was like, hey man, what about me? And he was like, no, you don't know wine, and he handed it to the girl next door or next to me, and I was like,
Fair.
yeah, it definitely is. Like, I was just going to pick one that was called, like, you know, bear shit or some shit, you know, whatever had the coolest name.
It's like the one with the cool sticker. I want that one.
Okay, can I go in and look at the labels, please? That's really how I judge my wines.
Does Mountain Dew make wine? That's like a thing. I want that one.
Yeah, I think it's Bully Hill Sweetwater Red.
Yeah, but that's juice.
Yes, it is.
It's delicious.
But anyways, yeah, so mine is finding a deeper appreciation for wine.
Or any appreciation for wine.
No, I appreciate it. I just can't figure it out from my ass from my elbow. Like, this is a red. This one is white.
What I used to do was I would get a paycheck and I would go cash it, and like next to where I cashed my paycheck, there was a wine and liquor store, and I would go in there and I would get 2 bottles of wine, one from like the week before that I liked, and like a new random one, and talk to just talk to the guy that works there, talk to those people because they know about wine.
Well, they should.
Yeah,
I don't really.
Honestly,
really
it's just all, they make it up.
Yeah.
It's just all made up.
it's grape juice, man.
I'm just kidding.
This one tastes like dirt. You can taste the soil.
No, it's about it's about the tannins and the the legs of the wine.
Yes.
And like there's a whole world.
There's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I've taken one master class. No, one episode of a master class.
Nice.
I met the instructor.
The sommelier? Is he a sommelier?
He definitely, I don't know, but he's definitely like a wine critic, so he rates wines for like,
Nice.
yeah. And that was pretty interesting, so,
Very cool.
yeah.
What am I curious about? Currently, it'd probably have to do with, I don't know, just like the TV I'm watching. I'm watching Loki. Curious
Oh.
about that, mostly. Just that's probably what's really obsessing my brain right now.
Okay, Mysteries of the Marvel Universe.
Mysteries of the Marvel Universe.
It's a good one.
I bought a violin recently, so I've been pretty curious about how to play it. And how to find a local teacher to teach me how to play it. Because I've tried the DVDs and the YouTubes, and it's like, I can't hear you over what I'm doing, and I sound terrible.
Yeah, it's one of those things like having an instructor there to like put your fingers and the
Yeah.
like, be there and tactile and like, yeah.
Because I'm totally not holding it right, even, and I make some sound.
Yeah.
But poor Riley suffers through.
And the YouTube guy's like, that's great. Keep going. Now you're going to change your hand and do this. And it's like, only better.
It's not good. I know it's not good. It's fine. But I've learned like
Wait,
5 notes to a song.
how's your wife's violin playing?
Beautiful.
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
It's intriguing.
Well, I think it's awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
always.
it's awesome that you picked it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try for fiddle. Some bluegrassy sound.
Nice.
Yeah.
Polka.
No. Never.
Polka,
Never that.
All right, so I guess I have to think of something. I usually just ask anybody I know. Pretty much, I find something and I get super obsessed with it for a good length of time, and then I find my next thing and get super obsessed with it. And usually, I end up spending a lot of money
Yes.
in that process of that exploration.
Yeah.
Like I got really into fishing for a season, couple seasons. Spent a lot of money on it. Didn't go at all this year.
I did the same exact thing. The last bunch of years I've been really into fishing.
Yeah.
And I've put a lot of money into it. And then this year I made it out twice.
Yeah.
For like a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it happens. Life happens, but also, stuff happens.
Yeah.
You move on. But actually, right now, I will say that I am into Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat game, and I tend to get competitive with one-on-one fighting games.
Right on.
So I kind of been curious about all of that stuff and just kind of learning the new mechanics of it and playing around with it and,
Honestly, deep down, before you even started, I knew you were going to say the Mortal Kombat game. I 100% knew it was going to be the Mortal Kombat game. Only because the last time I hung out at your house, you beat the shit out of me in Street Fighter over and over and over. It's like, who do you want to be now? I was like, it doesn't matter. Man. Like, I don't know the super duper dope combo. I know punch, punch, low kick.
Smash,
I mean, that's
smash.
that gets you places.
It does against the computer, but like
Yeah.
not against other people. So
Yeah. I can't imagine what my life would be like if I took these like weird obsessive natures that I had and put it towards like productive things. Like,
These are
like
productive.
my business and all these other things.
you know
It's
what?
like,
At the end of it, these are productive
It's
things,
true.
right?
It's true. It's my
Hobbies are
hobby. Yeah.
productive because they keep your mind
Busy.
busy
Yeah.
and
Away
active
from the
and
dark thoughts.
interested in things, and
darkness.
yeah.
Yeah.
It staves off the darkness for one more day.
It's true.
That's what those fish did for you.
It's
for,
true.
for that season.
I can't tell you what I did to those fish, but
It
did a lot for me.
You introduced a new level of darkness to their life that they will never
Go
recover
back to those
from.
different, yo, bro. I've seen some stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen some shit.
One probably is now addicted to getting hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, real kinky shit.
They call them hookers.
Well, now that we've got all that off our chest, let's jump into the episode. The four of you ride deep into the night, letting the cold air calm your nerves. You set up a hasty camp and consume some rations. Everybody remove 1/2 day's rations, please, before passing into a deep sleep. And in doing so, you may also recover your grit.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy experience. Really dark, really cold, and I'm not feeling so great.
I don't really feel good either. That was fucking weird.
I hated every minute of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got what we needed to come and get, but at what cost? I feel like I left part of myself down there in that mine.
I feel more depressed than I've ever felt in my life.
Hopefully some sleep will help us out.
Yeah, can we build this fire bigger so there's more light around? Because, like, I don't really
Everything
want to be in
seems
the
a
dark.
little bit darker now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely some warmth and light.
Pile on some more wood and warm up. Where's Grohl?
Grohl's with you.
Okay.
Grohl's there. He's been, attached to somebody's back all along the way. Mostly Cal's, as he offers the largest area.
It's true.
I hardly noticed he was there.
Yeah, your duster provides an excellent amount of support for him to cling onto.
It's grippy.
Yeah, and it's almost like just having a backpack on. It's like rucking everywhere you go. With that, sleep comes easily. You ride for another day and a half, stopping only for meals. Please consume another day's and a half's worth of rations. Does everyone have that much rations?
I have one left.
That wipes me out.
I have half left.
Puts you at half?
Yeah.
Puts you at one? Mikey?
No, Mikey had none.
Puts you at none?
That puts me to 0.
Are you negative?
No.
Okay. And you have one?
I have one.
Okay. However, on that ride, it's largely uneventful, and you finally make your way back to town. Back to the town of Riptide, and back to Herbert. You make it to his shop. Is it your first stop?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Before we leave, I'm going to have to get some more rations. That about wiped me out. That was a bit of a journey.
Yeah, I want to get this steel to Herbert, and then we'll take care of our shopping needs.
Absolutely.
Herbert!
Well, hello. Come on back in. Did you have a fortuitous adventure?
Pretty much safe to say that we probably don't want to talk about it at all. Here's the steel.
I'll talk about it. That was a dreadful cave. It was it was dismal, disgusting, dank, depressing.
There was some big weird shadow monster down there.
Well, that sounds right terrible. I apologize that y'all had to go through that.
Yeah, wasn't the most pleasant experience. But, yeah, we got the steel, and we're going to give this to you. Hopefully you can get something done and working with it while we go get the next piece we need.
My, this is a beautiful hunk of metal.
It really is. It looks preternatural, Promethean even.
Pristine. I can't imagine that it was just there waiting for you.
It was literally just lying on the table.
If that ain't fate, I don't know what is. But I can deal with this. I can get it to where we need it to be in not no time at all, but quicker than anybody else you'll find.
Great. Can you get started while we go get the other piece?
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta say, though, y'all look like hell.
Yeah, we're going to need some stuff to fix ourselves up and probably take a little rest, but we need to get this done sooner than later, I think.
I hear you. Well, it'll take days to get this done. The rest will go relatively quick after that, except for the last step, probably the most difficult, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. However, I wanted to offer y'all accommodations at my ranch nearby. It's just outside of town. It'll be a lot quieter.
Oh, well, that sounds lovely.
I do like the quieter sounds perfect.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that if you all are.
Yeah, I'd like to get away from people for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that would do y'all right well. And with that, I got some connections in town. I'll make sure to pick up some provisions if you got money for it. I ain't a rich man myself, so I could always pick you up some things from the local store and drop it off. And I've been kind of getting the groove back, so to speak, when thinking about guns. So, maybe tomorrow I can meet you out there, show you a few things that might interest y'all.
Definitely.
Be much
yeah.
obliged, much obliged.
Well,
But isn't this your ranch? Won't you be coming home to your home?
Well, I imagine he'd be working on
All night?
I'm gonna
You're
work
going to work all night?
I'm going to work through the night, yeah.
Wow. Well, all right then.
Herbert doesn't get excited about much, but what Herbert does get excited about is guns.
Like you, Herbert.
You are truly singular, sir.
All right, you know what? I'm not. I don't know what that means. I think it's an insult, but I am not that.
Do we need to give you lead now, or do we just give it to you when you bring us the rations, or...
Well, you tell me how much you want. I could probably... Usually it's about 4 days rations for 1 lead.
And you said it was like a day and a half. How far is it to... Oh, yeah, we have to decide where we're going, don't we, Jesse? I mean, I know where we're going, but...
Yeah, we got to get there.
Where are you from, honey?
I'm from Boomtown.
Boomtown, all right. Boomtown's about a 3-day ride, I'd say.
3 days, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Damn. Too close. Too close to home.
So we're gonna need 6 days rations each.
Yep, so that's 2 lead each.
Well, that's all right. Here you go. Here's 2 lead.
Well, all right, then. I'll make sure to get that. Anything else you'd like while I'm at the local store?
I can't think of anything else I need. Yeah, I can't really afford anything else anyway.
Yeah, things do come with a price, so I understand that.
Yeah. Baby, how much do you think they have a med kit for?
Oh, a first aid kit. That would
Yeah,
be...
first aid would be smart for us, I think, to bring after that last harrowing experience.
Well, first aid kit is relatively rare. It'd probably be about 2 lead for that as well.
I don't know about that. Does anybody want to throw in with me?
I'd love to, but I'm running
Running low.
myself, yeah.
How much lead do you got, Cal?
I got enough. I'll throw you a lead.
All right, I'll throw in one.
All right, I'll be sure to pick that up for y'all as well.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm the leader. Yeah, guys, give him money.
Thank you, Betty Bob.
A little humor in these dark times never hurts.
I can feel the effects of that cave starting to wear off on us.
It's true.
About damn time.
So, how far is this ranch? Can we walk there, or should we... I mean, we have our horses now.
It's only right outside town a short bit, maybe a half mile at most. There is a hitching posts for any mounts you may have, and yeah, anything you might need. It's quiet, it's secluded. It's about due east. Go until you see some black horse fences, and that'll be my spot.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank
Y'all
you,
ready?
Herbert.
Thank you.
Before I go, I have this gun care kit. What benefit would that have on my current weapon?
Benefit? Well, probably not much unless it gets damaged or dirty or, ends up in misuse.
Okay.
Good thing to have around. Is pretty rare as well. Without coming back here and having me service them myself, I mean, it's hard pressed to find something like that out in the wild.
Indeed, I've had it for quite a while. Found it in our travels.
You must not have rolled any 11 to 12s on your shots yet.
I guess I haven't. Cool.
All right, I think we head to the ranch.
All right. You guys head to the ranch and get a decent night's sleep. It is quiet. Herbert lives alone with no animals to speak of. The 3 of you are able to get a decent day's rest, not just a good night's sleep, but a relaxing day and a half in before Herbert returns around noon the following day. Each of you can regain the rest of your heart as well.
Nice.
As well as any
Hooray.
other attributes that may have been damaged.
My pride.
That there's no coming back from. Well, I got you all what you need. Pretty heavy sack of stuff here. And he carries it to the front porch where he greets the 3 of you. So I've been thinking. I remembered a few things that Bill and I and some other gunslingers over the years were working on. A few kind of special moves, so to speak, with different guns. I could show them to you if you'd like.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All right. Well, the first one is called the Quick Draw. Now, y'all might think you're already fast, but wait until you see this. Can I borrow one of y'all's guns? I don't have one of my own.
I hand him my repeater.
In one smooth and steady motion, he's able to deftly bring the rifle up and fire it before you even have a moment to blink or register what was going on. Over the next several hours, he teaches each of you the same move. And for 1 fatigue, you can draw your gun and fire seamlessly. With that, he also gives each of you a lesson on your own specific gun.
cool.
Betty Bob, he teaches you a move, and he says, this is called the Cry Pardon.
Crap harden.
Cry Pardon.
I like it. Crap harden.
And he shows you how to do a 3-shot blast, blasting up to 3 targets, or 1 specific target.
That's sick. So wait, it splits it up. It fires 3 shots.
You can attack
At
3
once?
targets at one time, yes, doing 1 hit to each of them. This will cost 1 fatigue to do so.
Cool. And the other one was called Quick Draw.
Yep,
And now we have these. I have these 2 things.
you do. When rolling your special move, you're only going to roll 1d6 to attack.
That's sick.
Jesse Jane, he brings you and your shotgun out to an open pasture with a few large targets in front of you. I'm going to teach you how to fire both barrels at once.
Oh, hot damn. I can do that?
You can, and to a devastating effect, darling.
Hooey, I can't wait.
He shows you a couple times. It's not technically a difficult move, so you catch on rather quick. When you fire both barrels, you're going to roll 2d8 for damage. This is for a single target, by the way. And if you ever roll a dire attack, which is max damage, you're going to do 8 plus 2d8 damage.
Boom.
Wow.
This is my boomstick.
My primitive people.
Plus 2d8?
Yep.
Cool.
Cal, he brings you out to the largest expanse that he has on his property. Now, I'm going to teach you how to be even more of a sharpshooter. You ready?
I am.
I'm going to turn you into a certified Deadeye. With that, you can call shots, specifically areas on a target's body, and do 10 damage. If you roll a dire hit, you're going to do 10 plus 1d6 damage, and that damage is going to go directly towards their strength. So it'll bypass any grit and go right towards their strength.
Damn. For 1 fatigue?
For 1 fatigue, yes.
Do I have to spend fatigue?
Yes, all of these
Okay.
things
Deadeye.
cost 1
One
fatigue.
fatigue.
Yep,
On a crit, I do 2d8 plus 8, right?
correct.
8,
Okay.
yeah, 8 plus 2d8.
Which is also 2d8 plus
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
You guys spend the rest of the afternoon and evening into night with Herbert, and he cooks a really pleasant meal. Some butterflied quail, roasted asparagus, and
Squash.
spaghetti squash, arranged so that it looks like a bed of noodles. A little salt and pepper over the top.
Spaghettied spaghettis.
Spaghettied squash. Yes.
Been through a black hole.
Nice.
Well, I hope you enjoy. I don't have many visitors out this way. I haven't cooked for anybody in quite some time.
It's absolutely delicious, Herbert. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm sure glad you cooked for us.
Me too. It really reminded me of the good old days when I used to cook for my wife.
Patricia.
Yes, Patricia. Dear old Patricia. Emphasis on the old, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah.
Did you know she was a witch?
Not at first. I did find it quite strange that she always wore the same lingerie.
Oh, the lingerie.
Yep, the lingerie. However, I never spent too much time on caring about all that. Not many people have that many different sets of sexy clothing, I guess. And so I just assumed it was sexy time clothing. And, yeah.
Did you ever question if she washed it?
Did she wear it under her clothes all the time?
She put it in the wash?
These are all questions that you probably are better suited for her.
I understand. So you wouldn't. These are questions that you and I would just simply not think to
You
ask.
just would not think to ask,
I
honestly.
mean, we like to know things.
I was just curious how long you knew she is a witch. How long is you married?
Not that long at all. You see, it didn't take too much time before she couldn't wear the lingerie full time, and I'd done caught her as an old woman.
That must have been quite a shock to you.
It was jarring, and I tried to hang in there for an extra year or two. However, anytime I saw her without the lingerie on, she was progressively older than the last time I saw her, and so eventually I had a decision to make.
You saw her jump off the back and you just kept going?
I threw that suitcase out the back. I plumb forgot what was inside. However, once I got out, I wrecked the wagon wheels, stole the horse, and took off.
I mean, she was a witch.
Aren't you worried, though, because she's a witch, that you're going to piss her off?
You know, she's not really the vindictive type. She didn't seem that way. She was always nice, and
Baked a hell of a pie.
she can bake the shit out of a pie, so I'll tell you what.
So you did the main meals and she did the desserts.
That was the bargain, yes.
It's very sweet.
It was.
That sounds quite like the nuptial bliss.
We enjoyed a lot of that wagon we had, but eventually I had to let it go. I told myself, Herbert, are you going to live with an old woman forever? And, you know, as she gets towards the end of things, what happens to Herbert?
Yeah, it's true.
Because
Well-
only one time did I see she did revert backwards in age when we were together. However, we had come across this nice young gentleman, and he was never heard from again. And then all of a sudden, she was a few years younger there. And I said to myself, Herbert, this doesn't seem like a good situation for you to be in.
No, that sounds about right. That's, witches bewitching.
Plus, she never stopped pulling on my back hair, and that was aggravating.
Huh.
Wait, she was pulling your back hair?
That's where that story was going. I'm glad we didn't listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, she started to tell you. I tell you.
Yeah, we got that. We got
I
that
took
of
a
there.
call
It's
that
all right.
night.
That's
Yeah.
enough. That's enough.
Please don't.
I'm just trying to eat.
Cal wants to hear the story.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. My imagination will fill in the dark spots, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Well, make sure you add a few inches when you're thinking about it.
Always do. Always
Anyways,
do.
like I said, I ain't had company in quite some time, so I do apologize.
You're fine, Herbert.
And it was y'all setting out in the morning.
I think that's the smart decision. As soon as dawn breaks, we'll head out.
I think so too. I've got the steel almost to where we need it. And he actually pulls it out of a bag that he's been carrying around. And it has the gross shape of a gun on it.
Looks like it's coming along.
It is. I should have this done in no more than a day or two. This is the hardest part, turning steel into something fine. It has been a while, so my hand cramped up a bit. The difference between pounding on pure blue-gray iron and knocking together little gold rings and whatnot.
Some things are made to take a pounding better than others.
That's right. That's right. So I
Betty
snuck
Bob
up
knows.
behind.
I do.
Oh my. Well, with that, Herbert probably gonna retire. He's been a little. My senses have been overloaded today.
I understand. Make sure you have a good banana for that potassium so you don't cramp up.
I do appreciate the concern.
Lots of water.
All right. I expect y'all will be gone before me in the morning. I plan on sleeping in. It's my day off, so to speak. So, be safe out there.
Well, thank you for your hospitality, Herbert.
And you keep safe too. You're working on a very vital project.
Yes, and as long as that stays between us here, I should be just fine.
Don't plan on telling no one.
We ain't even going to see nobody.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I do hope as well.
Adios.
Ciao.
Hasta luego, my friends.
Bye.
Or buenas noches. We're going to bed.
And Herbert retires upstairs.
God, it was awkward. He wouldn't leave.
I'm like, go to bed, man. You're going to bed. Go to bed.
I guess that happens if you live alone, you know?
He's just lonely. I'm glad we didn't hear the story about his back hair.
Yeah.
I definitely did not want to hear that.
I didn't think I'd have to dodge a story so many times.
Well,
How about those what he was able to show us today, though?
I'm very excited to use these on some people for sure.
I can't wait to shoot both barrels.
This is whoever comes up against us now stands nary a chance.
That red right hand's gonna be red right dead soon.
Red right dead.
All right, let's get some sleep, gang, and we'll ride in the morning.
Very well.
All right.
Night passes, and the three of you get another restful night's sleep. In the morning, you wake up eager to start your journey. As you head out, you find your mounts well fed and well watered, and the donkeys bray at seeing you, the three of you approach.
Did we get those rations that we ordered?
Yes,
Okay, so and you said it was a stack of 3 or 4?
it was
Four.
4 per lead,
Four
so
per
you
lead.
should actually have 8.
8.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
So did we use that last ration that I had in the whatever to get back, or did I have that one remaining?
No, you'd have that one
Okay,
remaining,
so I
so
have
you
9
actually have
total.
9, yeah.
Great.
Boss always gets extra rations.
Yep.
That's my fruit cup. Get my vitamins.
And let's just say you want to hang on to the first aid kit.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that. With your sniper rifle, you'll be so far out of the...
Yeah, I'd be
you will
a
be
terrible
good for
medic.
it.
I'd be running my legs off trying to get onto the battlefield in that sort of situation.
I'm coming! All right, guys. Let's ride hard.
The gang heads out in the opposite direction than their adventure before.
I thought you said that they were supposed to go.
We go 6 days the wrong way.
Let's ride hard.
And take a
The gang
hard
gets
left
lost.
away from the sunset.
The journey in this direction is largely without incident. You pass a few people on the road, but no one malicious. However, the 3-day journey does seem to drag on, and by the second afternoon, it seems the three of you may be a tad bit bored of riding, so you dismount for a walk. You find yourself in a nice plain with the wind gently blowing and the sun high in the sky.
I've always wanted to do this. I rub my hand over the grass.
Oh, you look so cool, Betty Bob.
Yeah.
Looks like the fields of wheat in a dream.
Yeah, like if you lost your family and you got to see them again one day.
This would be the
This
field
would be
they
the
would
grass.
stand and wait for you in.
Yeah. Really nice music would play in the background or something.
It's like soft.
Man, I really did need a break from riding, though.
My ass is killing me.
Ooh. Well, I think we're still heading in the right direction, right, Jesse?
Oh yeah, we're definitely heading there.
All right.
If you don't mind me asking, what was so bad about the place?
Oh, well, it's where my mama and my papa and my siblings all, got murdered.
Ooh.
That would keep you away from a place, I understand.
Yeah, it
that.
would definitely give me hesitancy to revisit it at all. You are very brave for coming this far.
Well, thank you, but I'm not going in the house if that's ever...
I was just about to say, I'm
Yeah.
not going to force you to.
Thank you.
No, we're just here to knock a tree down.
All right, let's cut this bitch down and get out of here.
What a lovely walk.
Yes, this prairie is lovely with these flowers everywhere.
It seems like a place that seems real peaceful and quiet and serene, and then...
Almost as if it's, too nice and serene and lovely.
Yeah, like it might be a setup for something, but I just don't know what it is.
Are we dead?
Could be. It does seem very dreamlike.
We do have the high grass. I'm a little worried now.
I know. We were just talking about how this was foreshadowing a certain type of afterlife. Hopefully that
gosh.
doesn't happen sooner than we think.
And as the three of you converse, suddenly down the path, a wagon, pulled by a very gaunt horse, approaches. Sitting atop it is a middle-aged woman with a overly exaggerated smile on her face.
Oh my god, is she death? Is that the horse of death?
No, it's, what's her name?
Patricia?
Patricia.
It is not Patricia. Patricia.
Oh, it's not Patricia.
Well, smile's a little weird. Howdy, ma'am.
As she gets closer, her face doesn't change. She doesn't respond. She just continues to smile, looking your way.
Maybe she didn't hear me. Howdy, ma'am.
I think this might be a shoot first and ask questions later sort of scenario.
Or at least stop trying to get her attention.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Maybe don't make eye contact. Just look at the flowers.
Thinking of Lenny from Mice and Men Me.
How does she look in my scope?
Creepy.
Creepy.
Her smile in your scope is even more exaggerated. And as she passes you guys on the trail, she turns her head, watching you the entire time, smiling at the three of you. And each one of you feels like she's staring directly at you, individually. And just as she came, she left. And her wagon continues down the trail, never stopping.
Well, that was almost as terrifying as them mines.
That.
What was with that lady?
I kind of wanted to get in the wagon, though.
Why?
I don't know, it's just a feeling I had.
Oh, gosh.
Curious,
Betty Bob, you better not get kidnapped on this journey.
No, I'll be fine.
Don't
Jumping
get in the
into
back,
strange
don't get in the
wagons.
back of wagons with strangers.
That's how you meet the most interesting people, though. When is a good story started with, like, I didn't get in the van?
What's a van?
But wagon. Caravan.
You got
Caravan, yes.
got puppies in the back of
Chrysler
that
caravans.
I don't think you should get in the back of covered wagons with strangers.
Well, girls
I
gotta
speak
live.
from experience. You shouldn't get in backs of covered wagons with make pacts with strangers.
Cal, you just don't know how to have the right kind of fun.
Maybe we just meet different strangers.
Breaking in on your conversation, the three of you now hear the cries of a child. It sounds like it's near, but you see none standing around you.
Why does it keep getting creepier and creepier?
I don't like any of it. We should have kept riding.
Yeah, I think we probably should mosey on out of here. But what if there is a baby, though?
Which direction is it coming from? Or just everywhere?
Sounds like it's coming from behind you.
The way the scary lady went?
No.
Like directly behind us?
Yes.
Well, I turn around.
Through the field comes a small, crying child. Can't be more than 3 or 4 years old. Her head is in her hand as she sobs, and you can see her crying.
Oh, honey, what's wrong? Come here, little one.
Oh, Jesse, she's just a little child. What's going on?
I don't know.
There, little one.
As you reach down to comfort the child, she pulls out a dagger, stabbing you for 3 strength damage,
Oh, goddamn, what?
bypassing your grit.
Jesse, it's got a knife.
Ow, what the hell was that? I was trying to help this stupid kid. Get the fuck out of here, kid.
As she jumps back, her teeth elongate, and her skin begins to ripple.
Oh,
And
fuck, she's a
suddenly-
vampire.
No, she's not.
Oh.
But her features begin to get exaggerated as her skin stretches over her bones, and she grows in height to 5, then 6 feet tall.
I want a quick draw.
Oh, fuck this.
Oh shit, alright, quick draw. Roll 1d6.
5.
Okay, 5 is a hit, so go ahead and roll me 1d8 damage.
5.
You land a good blast from your scattergun, knocking the creature back a few steps. It crouches, and then on all fours begins to pounce towards the three of you. Jesse and Cal, what are you two doing?
Oh, taking a shot directly at it before it gets closer.
I'm gonna fire a shot.
It is too close for you unless you were going to quick draw.
In that case, I'll lash with the bullwhip.
Okay. Betty, please take your action first.
It's a 7.
7 is a grazing shot. 1d4 damage.
2.
Cal,
Now for the standard weapons, it's 1d6.
for the bullwhip, it is
D4, I think.
1d6. The machete is 1d4.
Oh.
Although I think we've been playing most of them as 1d6.
Yes, my machete is 1d6. We said we would go with that.
Okay.
2.
You whip the beast. Its strange skin seems to harden where you hit it. Although you think you may have done a little damage, it seems perhaps it has its own natural defensive barrier.
I may have to take a few steps back to make it a bit more effective.
We'll cover you, Cal.
As all this is happening, I'm scooting back away from it.
It lunges at you, Cal, with its claws. However, it seems your duster does a good job of holding up your own defense.
Slick oilskin. Gotta love it.
The three of you act simultaneously. Please tell me what you're doing.
I can do the crap harden to one target, right? All 3 shots can go to one target, or they
Correct.
have to be.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Crap harden.
All right. Roll me 3d6s.
Oh, because right, it reduces
So you're going to roll 1 for each shot.
2 3s and a 6.
Okay. A 6 is a hit, and the 2 3s are maximum damage.
Nice.
So, that'll be for you. What's that? D8?
D8, yeah.
So you do roll me 1d8.
Okay. 7.
Okay. So you're gonna do 7 damage, and then your other 2 already do max damage.
8. So
that's
16 plus 7. is a
23.
number. Yeah. And that does that expend 3 shots as well?
Yes.
Okay, so my next turn I'll have to reload.
How about-
8 lead.
And it does. Your 3 bullets hit its head and its chest, and the creature cries as it falls to the ground. And its body gets halfway back into morphing into a little girl before it stops.
That thing was vile.
What the fuck was that? I thought it was helping some kid. Let's get out of here. We gotta get back on these horses. I'm done with this
Quite
fucking
the
field.
disgusting metamorphosis and... Ugh.
Do you think she had something to do with the creepy lady? Was she the creepy lady?
I believe we should get the hell out of here, but it also worries me that they are coming from where we are going to.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting ride, guys. Let's go.
Should we ride fast and hard?
Yeah,
All the way.
I
All
believe
right.
Betty knows no other way to ride.
it's the only way.
I believe that. I'll take the front, because I know where I'm going, so
Ain't a good day's ride unless you're chafed and bow-legged.
I have heard that from you before, yeah.
It's my motto.
The 3 of you get on your mounts and ride hard and fast. And in doing so, you shave a significant portion of time off your journey. Everybody should consume 3 days rations altogether.
Gotcha. And is it possible, can I reload out of combat?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to remove 1 lead. And I get 8 shots with the repeater.
When I use both barrels, I'm gonna have to reload faster. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yes. So for you in particular, your gun goes through lead
Faster.
very quickly.
Gotcha.
How much lead do you have?
13.
How much lead do you have, Cal?
9.
5.
Ooh, okay. A little tight for you. But
Yeah,
at least
well,
your gun
that's-
holds a lot.
Yeah, I
so.
have 8 shots, so.
It's around evening the next day when the area begins to look very familiar, just as it has in your memories, Jesse. Mm-hmm. And the sun is beginning to go down. However, as you ride closer and closer to your house, you can see the field where it once was and the tree that you need to get to. Standing between you and it, you see several shapes just shambling through the tall grass, around the house, around the tree, standing between you guys and your destination.
Do y'all see them?
Yeah. Cal, can you see anything through your scope?
Let's take a look. I'm literally scoping the joint out.
You see that each one of these 8 beings is a slow, mindless humanoid. Looks almost like a corpse. And its lifeless eyes don't show any signs of intelligence.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, they look pretty zombified.
Don't say the Z word.
I'm sorry. They are the walking undead.
We could probably then just sneak around them. I'm up for trying that instead of trying to expend lead.
Yeah, it would cause a distraction.
I'm always for the stealthy approach.
How much do you hate that house?
Oh, I fucking hate that house.
Maybe we just burn the house.
Alright, I'd like to burn that house down.
I think you should be the one to throw in the box of matches.
Well, I got my torch right here.
So if you sneak around and set the house on fire, maybe it'll draw them closer and get them to do something.
That seems right. They'll at least look at it, and we can sneak by easier.
Right.
Well, you two can sneak by easier.
I can cover you from a distance in case anything goes terribly awry.
That's a good idea.
Okay. If you're going to sneak up on the house, please make me a dex roll.
I have 8. How do we do this?
You
It's
guys
a
are...
D20, and then you have to be lower, right?
That is correct.
Oh, yes. Okay. It is.
DM's pen over here.
Thank you to the assistant to the GM.
I rolled a 3.
A 3. You are able to sneak towards your house, and in doing so, you don't attract the attention of any of the shambling corpses. Do you light your torch?
Yeah, when I'm like tucked away behind the house a little bit so the light won't catch their eye.
As you look, there are shamblers behind the house as well. They seem to be all through the field that the 3 of you find yourself standing in, but you do have the cover of Cal. You light your torch behind the house,
Yep.
and then,
Toss it through a window.
okay, it shatters, drawing the attention of several of the shamblers that hear it. The longer that the torch is lit in the house, you begin to see it catch purchase by lighting some unknown object inside on fire, and the fire begins to spread. As the sun continues to go down, the house itself begins to brighten the area. The fire begins to spread and draws the attention of many of the shamblers nearby. In order to get out of here, I will need another dex check from you.
Come on, under.
What if it's the same?
Well, a tie isn't an under. So,
Fuck, that's true.
as you're sneaking through the field, you can pass several of them, but as you're almost in the clear, 3 of them catch sight of you and turn their gaze away from the burning house. You hear their guttural moans coming your way as they begin to shamble closer to your direction.
I'm gonna brandish my machete,
Okay?
but hurriedly still try to get out of there.
Cal, what's going on? What can you see through the scope?
Looks like she's caught the attention of a couple of them. She looks like she's ready to... I don't know, she might be able to outrun them?
Don't take a shot unless you absolutely have to.
Understood.
As you go to run, the shamblers pick up their pace as well, and no longer shambling about, they're in a full sprint. 2 out of the 3 are able to catch up to you, and they rake your skin with their claws.
Oh, fuck.
The both of them together are going to do 6 damage to your grit. So your grit is down to 0.
Past 0.
Yes, so you're going to take 1 to your strength.
What's going on,
Oh,
Cal?
she just got hit hard. I think I'm gonna have to fire in on them.
Well, can we run in closer? I don't want to get the rest of their attention. There's a lot of them.
We can run in, or I can take the shot. We have to choose now.
I'm running in. You keep me covered.
Understood?
Cal, you're going to go next.
I'm just gonna keep cover.
You're going to just stay covered.
Boss told me to keep cover. Boss is running in.
I'm going to try and go attack him with the bullwhip, so trying to not make a lot of noise, so
Okay.
it doesn't try to distract more. I feel like gunfire will...
Probably drop. Right out. You go running up to Jesse, who's fully engulfed by these two shamblers, with a third one close behind. Please go ahead and give me a roll of a d6.
2.
As you whip one, turns its attention from Jesse into you and begins to sprint your direction. Jesse, that would be your turn.
There's still 2 on me. One sprinted towards Betty.
There's
And there's
one
one
on
on me?
you and
Okay.
one kind of closing in on both of you at this point, and there is a one on Betty.
I'm gonna try to slice the one that's attacking me. I'm gonna try to cut its head off with my machete. It's a 1.
You slam your machete into this thing's neck and pull it back out, where you would assume there should be blood. Nothing really comes out, as this corpse has been long dead, and it continues towards you. The corpse lunges, biting at you for another 2 damage.
So since I'm already negative grit, do I
You
take it off your
just
strength.
keep taking it from strength? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Betty Bob, the one at you, slashes ferociously and gets a handhold and digs its bony jaw into your shoulders, ripping out a chunk of flesh, doing 4 damage to your grit.
But just bypassing it because I have 2 armor.
So you take 2.
2.
Oh yes, and any of your armor, you should take that into consideration too.
Yeah, what's the duster? That's 1?
1.
I already took 1 damage. I only took 1. Oh, do I not take any?
Yeah, so your defense always takes 1 off the amount that you take,
Okay.
unless you're shot by a gun. Did you add some back?
Yes.
Okay. Cal, are you still remaining where you are?
No, I think I really want to run in. I'm going to run in. How far away is the one that's, like, approaching everybody's? Like, we could kind of meet.
Sure. You
That-
meet the third one at the same time.
I'm going to try and wrap the bullwhip around his neck and rip it really hard and decapitate him.
Okay. You'll need to roll a 6 to decapitate.
Come on, 6. 4, dang it.
Respectable hit.
Yes, your whip makes a good purchase, but it fails to decapitate the creature, who now closes the distance between you and it, and lunges forward, digging its claws into your stomach. It does 3 damage. Don't forget to remove your defense. I'm never going to tell you to, like, you guys do that math.
Okay.
Okay? Cool. The 3 of you continue to fight.
I'm gonna try to actually whip the one that's not paying attention to me, that's paying attention to Jesse.
Okay.
Try to get its attention to me.
With a fortuitous position, go ahead and roll 2d6.
Oh, we're flanking.
Nice. A 5.
A solid hit. You gain the monster's attention, and it turns and rushes towards you, completely leaving Jesse Jane. Jesse,
Yeah?
what you doing?
Oh, gosh. Well, now there's 2 on Betty.
Well, there's one heading for Betty, yes, and there's one on Betty.
Since it's going towards Betty, I'm gonna try hit it in the back of the head with the machete and slice its head in half.
Okay, give me 2d6 as you're in advantageous position.
I rolled 2 5s.
I mean, that's solid. That's a good hit.
Oh, good.
Betty, you see a second one rushing at you, but suddenly a machete splits its head down to its nose.
I'm just going to take care of the one in front of me. I'm going to try and take a swing at it with my hunting blade and try and cut its head off like the top of a pineapple.
Okay, it's 1d4 for your hunting blade. That's a d6 you have in your hand.
That's no advantageous position.
The one in front of you? No, you do not have an advantageous position over it.
Damn it.
You are on equal footing.
3.
3 is a good hit. You bury your blade in, but you fail to sever the thing's head. It attacks you, biting at yours, trying to do the same. And as it digs its teeth into your neck, you take 4 damage. Betty Bob.
Alright, we gotta dispatch these quickly. We're getting messed up, guys.
Yeah, the one heading towards me. I'm gonna try to at least maybe whip the leg out so it can get down on the ground so Jesse can smash it with the machete. 5.
You deal some good damage, however you're not able to pull its legs out from underneath it. It lunges forward as well, raking your body with its nails, doing 3 damage. Jesse Jane, it's back to you.
All right, well, I'm gonna smoke this one that's going for Betty still. I don't know why I rolled 2d6 that time.
You'd still be in an advantageous position because you're behind it.
All right.
Does not see you.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay. You bury your machete into this thing's side, now drawing its attention, and it turns and lunges towards you. Cal.
I turn and whip the one that just turned on Jesse.
Man, what do you have, like a hunting knife in one hand and a bullwhip in the other?
Yeah.
If whipping the one that just turned to Jesse, go ahead and give me 2 d6 rolls for an advantageous position. Seems you guys figured out a good little triangular attack here.
I got a 6 and a 3, 9.
9. You whip it. You whip it good. In doing so, the force from the whip knocks this one's head off of its body, crumbles to the ground. The one in front of you takes the opportunity to attack you and bites you again for 4 damage.
Is this the last one?
This is the last one. That is around the 3 of you, yes.
Well, Betty, we better help Cal.
And men's always need help from women's.
We're a lot tougher than he is.
I would appreciate it.
He's begging now, Jesse.
Yeah, let's out.
Yeah, the 3 of you can act as one at this point.
Do we have an advantageous position?
Yeah, Betty, Bob, and Jesse probably win.
All right. A 4 and a 5.
11.
7.
The 3 of you acting together dispatch this creature rather quickly, severing multiple limbs and just completely incapacitating it.
Like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yes. Yes. It is definitely a
You see,
fatality.
like, whip on one hand, whip on one hand, and Jesse comes in with a machete right down the middle.
Fatality.
As Jessie stands with the creature's head and spinal cord in her hand.
Like fucking Predator.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And the 3 shamblers that were around you are now deceased.
Silently.
I mean, if the cracking of whips is silent,
It was pretty quiet.
it is quieter than the roar of the house fire.
Good distraction.
Yeah, let's sneak to that tree now. Y'all alright?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling so good, but
Well, if we get in and get out quietly, I think we'll be okay.
You do have that first aid kit.
I do. We'll see when we get out of here who's worse for wear.
Huh?
Yeah, sneak over to the tree.
The 3 of you sneak over, and at this point, the sun is going down behind the hills. And as you approach the tree, the last ray of sunlight disappears. Who's attempting to get some wood off this tree?
Well, I have a chisel.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
Oh my
shit.
god.
So
we never thought that
how
that
about
would come
that?
into play. All right. Betty Bob Cocker goes towards the tree, brandishing her chisel.
Damn, Betty, you've been holding on to that thing forever.
Yeah, I don't know. I just came across it in a bar one time and just took it because I thought it would be funny, but comes in handy, I guess.
I'm glad you grabbed that.
I grab a lot of things.
I know.
While the 2 of you talk, Cal, you're transfixed by the fire once again, and staring down at it, you see now there are more than 5 additional shamblers that they should be. There's closer to a dozen standing around the house fire. And one in particular catches your eye. It begins to writhe, strangely, twitching, and then it falls to the ground, and you continue to watch it.
There's something happening over here, ladies.
The more you watch, the more grotesque it seems, as its limbs begin to protrude out of strange places on its body, and its body morphs into something not human. And with shrieks into the night, the creature rises again. As it looks at its surroundings, you can see its yellow eyes, bright in the evening light, and this boar-like creature with massive tusks lunges forward and begins to devour one of the shamblers right in front of it. And as quick as it eats one, it moves on to the next, and then the next. It looks unsatiably hungry. Each of you make me a stealth check.
Is that with a 20?
It is with a 20. It'll be a dex check, sorry.
I'm good.
6.
I got a 6.
I got a 7.
A 7.
I got a 9, which is lower than 12.
For now, you guys are able to remove the piece of wood
My heart's like pumping right now.
from the tree. And Cal, you continue to watch as this thing makes its way through the shamblers surrounding the building. And the more you watch, you also see more mounds appearing out of the ground and more shamblers rising and making their way towards the building again. You roll for heart to keep your nerves in check, for what you're seeing is otherworldly. And as it makes its way through the 10th, then the 11th beast, never stopping but ever growing in size as it does, the beast finishes the last of the shamblers around the house. Looking for more food, it begins to look through the field, spotting the other shamblers rising. It also spots the 3 of you. If you're going to run, please make me a dexterity check.
Yeah, let's
run.
Run.
Oof, 2. Sweet.
8.
2.
Nice. I got under there. That's 10, so.
Okay, I mean, that's really pretty good. So,
Fighting that thing would be a bore.
the 3 of you take off, and as you continue to run, you hear the beating of hooves coming behind you. Every once in a while, it's slowed. You assume as it feeds,
Takes a quick munch and keeps running after its moving target.
it continues to target the three of you, yes. And as you get closer and closer to your donkeys, I'm going to need another dex check, please.
Gosh, damn it.
Oof, I tripped.
12, which is my dex.
Yeah, I think we all just failed. I got a 15.
There was a root sticking out, huh?
What'd you get?
A 13.
Simultaneously, the three of you get disheartened by how close the beast is, and it comes trampling through the three of you. Jessie Jane trips over a root, but is not spared its boar tusk as it hits her. Cal, you're trampled directly, and Betty Bob, you are knocked to the side.
Oh, God.
God damn it, I knew we shouldn't have come here.
Ugh,
I hate this fucking place.
I understand why.
1 damage for Jessie, 3 damage for Cal, and 3 damage for Betty Bob. And the beast is caught up to you. Your mounts, still paces away, are now running to put some distance between themselves and the hungry beast.
Let the lead fly, guys.
Can I quick draw and do my double barrel?
For 2 fatigue, I don't see why not.
Fucking yes. I'm gonna do that.
For that, go ahead and roll me 1d6 first.
2.
A 2 is a direct hit.
Fuck yes.
So that would actually be a dire hit. So that's going to be an 8 plus 2d8.
With double barrels.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. 9.
9 plus 8.
17.
Utilizing your new skills, you let both barrels fly to the side of the devil swine as it goes running by. It lets out a boorish screech and then turns and faces the three of you again, head down, tusks brandished, and it comes charging towards the three of you.
I'm gonna roll out of the way.
Yeah, I'm going to try to roll away and get a shot as it's going by, as long as it's medium distance away.
Yes. I'm going to try and dodge and quick draw.
Cal and Betty Bob, please act together.
Okay.
Are you're just dodging, Cal?
And quick draw.
Okay, so yes, both of you go ahead and
Okay.
make your rolls.
So I'm gonna crap hard in this thing. 3d6. That's good. I think they all hit. That's a 1, a 2, and a 4.
Okay, yes, all 3 of those hit.
2 of them are crits, or whatever they
2
are.
of them are crits, yeah.
And
Nice.
I rolled
Range
a
shot.
1 on my quick draw.
Okay, and that would be 10 damage plus 1d6 strength damage.
So my 2 crits are automatic full damage, right?
Correct.
So that's 2d8, and then roll another d8 for the 4 hit.
Yeah.
Another 8.
Okay.
Awesome.
24 total.
Hell yeah.
14.
14 total.
Yep.
With all 3 of you acting with your newfound abilities, you're able to actually dispatch the devil swine, and before it gets a chance to gore you with its tusks, it falls dead at the 3 of your feet.
Did somebody get that wood? Can we get out of here now?
We got the wood.
God, I'm done.
I got the wood. Let's get out of here before anything else crazy happens with those damn donkeys.
As you say that, due to the cacophony of noise that you made, all of the shamblers that were around the house are now headed in your direction at a frantic pace.
Run, guys.
Run.
Yes, we run as fast as we can.
Catch those damn donkeys on our way.
You're able to catch your donkeys, and you ride out.
Yeah, it's nighttime though, right? So I think we ride a good amount before we stop.
Yeah, let's not stop till
Let us
morning.
make haste and put several leagues between us and them.
Because we got to get past that field, too.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking around in that field again.
No, that was disgusting.
You ride, and you ride straight through till morning. And as the morning sets in, and so does fatigue, please remove 1 day's rations. Also, another thing about fatigue, the more fatigue you take, the less inventory you can carry. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Also, if you ever have full fatigue, your grit drops to 0.
And how do you get rid of fatigue?
Through substantial rest, yes.
Gotcha.
With your sleep-deprived bodies, your minds wander to strange places. And as you're making your way down the trail, there are several people, they look like beggars, stopped in the road, each holding their hands up, begging you to slow your pace.
Guys.
Looking at you, boss.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just keep riding, guys. We ain't got time for this.
Please stop it. We're just hungry.
No, we gotta keep sorry. Just keep riding.
I'll drop a half a ration as I ride by.
I ride on.
You see several of the people scramble for it, and however they give the ration to the youngest amongst them, while the others continue to cry for help.
Well, I feel kind of bad. But Betty Bob, you're in charge. If you say we should keep riding, we'll keep riding. I'm not trying to mess with more monsters.
I'll toss a ration off the back, but we need to run.
Yeah, I'll give up on ration too, but keep riding.
You toss the rations, and now, Out of the several people that are there, a few of them jump on the rations thrown off in the back of your horses. A fight ensues. Do any of you watch what happens as you ride away?
Nope.
Yeah.
You see one man continue to take a beating before laying dead, while another man eats the ration and walks off into the field.
Well, I'm gonna look forward now. That was terrible.
Survival of the fittest.
I mean, I guess. That was awful. I feel real bad.
Well, the youngest got to eat, so...
They did, the children.
One less mouth to feed.
I guess.
Now, being up for over 24 hours straight, please take one more fatigue.
Betty, you think we can stop and take a little nap soon?
All right, we ride for another hour and then we take a nap.
All right.
You guys are a little more than a day and a half away from your destination of Riptide when you decide to take camp. It's high noon when you guys decide to make camp. You find a nice spot near a flowing stream.
All right, guys.
I'll cast a line.
Gonna make some coffee here for us, too.
Thank you. I'm going to take a nap. I'll take some of that coffee when I'm up. Then I'm going to put my hat over my eyes like a cowboy.
Yeah, Betty's not going to get the bedroll out, but she's going to just use it as a pillow.
I'm going to kick back on Grull and use him as a bit of a pillow, and I'm going to have a fishing line tied to my toe with the bobber in the water.
All right.
And if I get a bite, it'll wake me up.
The respite helps each of your spirits. Please regain all your grit.
All of it?
Yes, you're back to full grit.
All of my grit.
Thank God.
What about the damage to strength? Does that go away?
Not at this point.
Okay.
Cal, go ahead and make me a heart roll.
10.
What's your heart?
7.
Ooh.
Betty rolls up a cigarette. Nice little spot we found here for a little nap.
Cal, as you nap with your fishing line tied on your toe, you feel a bite.
Oh. Well, hey, Grull, looks like we got a bite.
Do you try to reel it in?
With your feet.
I'll take it off of my toe.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'll try and pull it in.
You're able to do so, and you actually get a pretty nice sized fish. One that would feed the party.
Nice.
Following the fish out of the water,
There it is.
you see the tips of large claws emerge from the water.
I throw the fish to it.
It catches the fish in one large claw, and suddenly a lobsteros appears at the surface of the water. But with the fish sacrifice that you made, it disappears back into the river.
It was almost a problem, but there is now not a problem.
What happened?
We're still out of fish.
Okay, did you get anything?
No, I just said we're out of fish. There's still no fish. There's no fish in this stream at all.
Cal, did you just wake me up, tell me you ain't got no fish? You woke me up to tell me that?
This is a dream. This is a dream.
God damn
He's
it.
doing that.
Death
creepy
is
thing
only
again.
a door.
He's so weird.
Do you guys stay here for the night, or do you leave again?
I think we got our grip back. I think we can ride on.
I'm feeling a bit more virile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back.
Since there's no fish in that stream, we no point in staying here.
Precisely.
Mount up.
Fuck this stream.
Well, that was a lovely little nap.
You mount up and ride through the night and through the next day. Please go ahead and remove another days and a half's worth of rations. You guys ride towards the town of Riptide, and as you get in and head towards Herbert's shop, a voice halts the three of you. Now, looky here. It's been more than a week that y'all had my donkeys, and you only paid for 1 week. You're renting them, you didn't buy them, don't you remember?
Oh, actually, I didn't remember. I thought these were ours.
I could have I was betting these things would be dead by now.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought about it when we were here, but I was like, well, we still need them, so...
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I'm also pretty sure there was no contract signed or anything. I'm pretty sure
No
you just sold them to us, right?
There's not a chance.
I thought you said this was such a good deal that you were going to sell them to us.
Well, that is simply not the deal that we made.
Oh, I was mistaken then. We can be happy to give them back to you once we. I'll tell you what. You want to pick them up at Herbert's ranch because we need them to at least get there.
Well, for how much longer do you need them?
About another week, probably.
All right, well, you had them. This is now your second week, so one more week. That's 2 weeks, and y'all owe me for another 2 weeks.
Listen, how about after next week we'll pay you double.
It's a paying as we go kind of deal.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have a lot more lead to trade you when we're done with what we're doing.
It's true. You can make a lot more money.
Rather than having us pay you to rent these mules, think of you sponsoring us with these mules as an investment for down the road for your boss and you to take a tidy sum off the top as a finder's fee for when we give you these mules back, fed, washed, and happy as clams, with also Probably more lead than you've seen in your life.
Each of you make me a heart roll.
There's the snake oil.
I'm good. 2.
4.
And a natural 20.
18. Close.
18. Okay, cool. With 2 of you out of the 3 passing the check, Stablehand McCrae, he ponders the possibilities. You say more lead than I ever seen?
Well, I mean, we're about to get into a bit of a tussle with some rowdy gunslingers, and I'm sure there's going to be some lead laying around.
Well, what happens if y'all die?
Oh, we ain't gonna die.
Worst case scenario, you get your donkeys back.
How do I get my donkeys back if they're lost in some godforsaken world, getting shot at and shot out by a bunch of gunslingers?
They know how to get home. They've gotten us
They
home
do.
every time.
We'll leave a note.
A note?
Yeah. A certified note.
Yeah.
Who are you, Jack Boy's kid? A note? A note don't do nothing.
No, it's fine.
It's
you,
orders.
You always leave a note.
Yeah. Everything's fine if you leave a
Bill
note.
always said you always leave a note.
You leave a note, and it's
That
okay.
is true.
All right, well, I want 3 times the pay.
All right.
That's
Tell you
all.
what, we'll give you 4.
Plus a tip.
But always. It's a service industry.
That would be 10 lead amongst all y'all.
Oh, yeah, we'll have plenty of that.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. 10 lead.
If you don't pay up, bad things will happen.
Yep.
Bad things will find you.
I understand.
I believe it.
My name's Trevor Leahy, by the way.
Trevor, I'm going to write that down. And I know your name's McCrae. We share that. Don't you forget.
It is. My name is Ignatius T. McCrae.
That's not what you said last time. You said you was Jack and Jill's boy.
I did not say that.
I'm pretty sure I wrote it
He
down.
didn't say that. I'm pretty sure he didn't say none of that.
You know?
But that's all right.
You know, we could make another bargain here. I'll
Oh,
take 8 lead if you would take me as your husband, too.
oh, I'll give you the 10 lead.
You know,
How's
you're
that
quite a
sound?
looker. I think we'd make some great-looking kids.
Sir,
I
I
think
do
you take
not.
one for the team, Jesse. You know, God knows I've done it.
Well, Betty's pretty nice looking, too.
We are not offering up nuptials as a form of a horse trade, sir.
Of course you want. You ain't got nothing to bring to the table.
Well, if you marry one of us, you marry into this
That is
outfit,
true.
and so I don't believe you're ready to wed me.
And also,
I'm-
if you were to wed one of us, that lead would be half ours, too.
Well, you'd have to give me some head of cattle or something.
Oh, glad you said cattle.
Well, I mean, it's amongst other things, but... All right, well, all
No,
right.
I'll pay
Stick
you the
with-
full lead. I'll
Stick
pay you
with
the
the 10
lead.
lead.
Agreement
We'll give
on
you the
12 lead when you return.
10.
10 was with
12 lead when you return.
12 lead is fine. That's fine.
All right. Well, you make me rich. I'll reciprocate the generosity if you do, in fact, give me 12 lead.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you when we get back.
We'll see you.
All right.
We'll see you when we see you.
Head to Herbert's.
Yeah, let's get out of this town real quick.
Yeah,
I'll,
we're
give, I'll
definitely-
give him 10 lead.
We're definitely not paying him
Give
back.
him,
Oh, hell
give
no.
him 1 lead right to the chest.
This is out of earshot. He can't hear us.
Do you go to Herbert's shop or Herbert's house?
Check the shop first.
Okay. And that's where we're going to end the episode. So we'll
See you
next Tuesday.
from the Crypt podcast is recorded in the Wolfbeard Games studio in upstate New York. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us, please subscribe on whichever platform you listen to. If you really like us, also leave us a review. It's very helpful. If you want to follow us more, you can find us on Instagram at Tales from the Crypt podcast. We've enjoyed our time with you today, and we look forward to seeing you next time at Tales from the Crypt.
I don't like it when he looks through the book.
I don't like it when he rolls too many times.
Yeah, those are scary moments.
Through its flames, the flames of the house lighten the area. God, I'm so stupid at talking sometimes. Like, it's hard.
I like the way you do words.
It's hard sometimes, man. My brain doesn't keep up with my mouth. Or my mouth don't keep up with my brain.
One or the other.
The book doesn't necessarily say that, but that's what I want to happen.
Okay.
Very reminiscent of, or foreboding of the.
It's a lot.
Take a break. It's
You're
hard
right,
to be.
Cal.
Breathe.
You're all right.
Braying is a good thing, right?
I think so.
I think it's when they go, donkey, 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 donkey.
Is that what sound a donkey makes?
Yeah.